He thought about using it, decided against it. A lot of damage being done. S4 trying to escape. It's going to be tough. He's going to Firefly Tomato. Are doing a good job of dewarding for the most part. Countered in the last minute or two. In fact, the one on the shrine and the one they just took in mid. And resolution. Do you feel like this is going to be a game where he has to, have to do some heavy lifting?
Yeah, definitely. But he's on the right hill for that, for sure.
Call down. Uh-oh. They're going to get caught. Telekinesis, Rocket Brush coming. They're going to try to send back Cinderin, I believe. And in fact, he will make it away. No, he didn't go for it. He's going to go for the TP instead. It's a double kill for resolution.
Alright, so nicely done. Yep. Good luck ganking a level 6 gyrocopter like that up on the... they have to walk up the high ground, too, to find him. They felt safe there because they have the observer ward there. And, that angle wasn't really expected, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Came from the left.
They thought they were safe, but... Midderfeed get caught. Telekinesis, that'll be on to... Oh my god, Jarex almost dies with that stack. The... Perimeter came in.
During chains, so this helps you. It gives you kill pressure on the Ember for sure. You can break the frame guard really easily.
So again, we're seeing Midderfeed have a pretty good start. Maybe not as good as the first game here, Brax, but they're still kind of shutting down this Ember Spirit. I mean, he's actually below the Chen in net worth. What do you do here for OG?
This is No-Tail's elements, right? This happens every game, though. It feels
he's dead again. It looks like Ice Path, Flame Guard, good Remnant might keep him alive. He will get out actually. So almost getting the kill there. Yeah. He's having a rough one, huh?
Yeah, but I have to walk back to base and he'll be back anyways. Welcome to these Ember Spirit, but I don't know. It feels like both games, Midderfeed just coming out of the gate swinging right now. Towers are taking tons of damage, but I'm still worried for this transition in the mid game, right? Because it's easy to take these tier 1 towers, but once it starts getting to the tier 2 towers, it takes longer to run down a lane. It gives OG more time to set up for these team fights. No-Tail, he is quite underformed, but of course, he'll still do a ridiculous amount of magic damage once he has his levels, as does resolution, level 8 inch gyro as well. But they can't really respond to these pushes, it feels like. It just comes too fast, right?
Yeah.
And they can just hit any lane they want. Puck has the advantage in the mid lane, so it's difficult for them to make a play there. The bottom lane, same thing with the Juggernaut. He actually, alright, kills S4.
Yep. They just ran in, got the kill, peaced out, see you later. Alright.
Like, the core matchups have advantages on Midderfeed's side, so it's really hard for OG to make a move at the end.
Yeah. Maybe if they can get resolution involved, it'll be better. Oh, Fly is about to die. Chainfrost will jump through just to save his life. And he might actually live. These Chainfrosts are actually owning Kezu. It doesn't bounce back a third time because that would have been amazing if it did. In the meantime, Dreamcoil mid lane, No-Tail and Cancel both low. Resolution almost got the kill with the flat cannon running. He TP'd half a second too late. In the meantime, Ice Path coming out bottom. S4, there isn't an Omni Slash. Flame. What's this courier doing?
Hey, that's a donkey, alright.
Yeah, it's the classic, honestly.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So that's how you know which team's gonna win.
He just had the courier behind him the entire time. And kind of evaded S4, but nothing came of it. They rotated a couple heroes bottom. No-Tail's finally getting some room. Is this like a game where you could consider like something like a Midas on No-Tail?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think he'll go for the Boots of Travel so we can push out lanes faster and will be better than the Hand of Midas, but you never know. Cancel's just manning up on him, right-clicking him as No-Tail just walks up and hits him too.
Cancel has really bullied No-Tail this game, and it's looking pretty bad. He's going to go for a TP. Cancel's got the Dream Coil. No-Tail, that was kind of rough. Dream Coil stolen, misses from JRX. That was a comedy of errors, to say the least. I don't know what that was.
And now Midderfeed are moving up to the top lane too. Chen's actually taking the siege creep as well.
All down to come through. It'll clear out the creep wave. Luckily enough, Resolution is able to get around the map and This is what you need in order to stop these pushes. You got to get Resolution involved, and he continues to be the most farmed hero in the game. No tail.
Yeah, once he picks up some items too. I mean, that flat cannon's gonna be disgusting against these pushes.
Man.
Yeah, No Tail's having he doesn't really have a way into the game yet, right? He needs more time. He needs to come into these team fights, perhaps when he has more levels. Kill some of these squishier heroes, perhaps the Chen, Jakiro.
Bottom tower won't last long.
Yeah. This just feels so tough. And so did last game, to be fair, but this one feels even more tough because No Tail at least was able to get a Midas and come back into the game. Maybe Resolution could do what he did last game, which was to split push one of the lanes out. They're going to try to make something happen. This could be huge. S4, Firefly coming out. Here's the Ice Path. They need a lift. They've got the Omni. Resolution's in trouble. He's going to get caught. Rocket Barrage is rolling. Chain Frost coming through. They've got the lasso. They will lose their big damage dealer. Hand of God comes out. Dream Coil onto 2, stolen by Jarex coming through. Now Flies here along with S4. Fade Bolt. They've got the Healing Ward. Ice Path comes in. They'll get the Healing Ward down. Tomato's in some trouble, but they're going to turn their attention to Cinderin. So it is a double kill for S4. They also rotate a lot of heroes. Even No Tail's up. He's going to be able to elucidate away with Cancel. But this is going to give some room for Kezu bottom to get this pressure onto the tier 2 tower.
Man, they committed so hard to like make a move on the top lane, and they did kill the gyrocopter, but they needed Cancel to get there faster if they really wanted to make a play. Perhaps some communication errors or something. He didn't have a TP available, so he just walked there from the mid lane, but by the time he got there, the fight was over.
Yeah, if he was there earlier, it could have gone way better. And likewise, if OG had gotten there a moment sooner, they probably kill everybody before they get onto Resolution, because he was pretty close to surviving and they were just a little bit too far from him when the engagement happened.
Yeah, I think he didn't expect to die because they actually scanned it out and they knew that there were heroes in the area and they fought the numbers, but he did still go down. You know, I think the he got sprouted and he did have a Quelly Blade, but the Omni Slash blocked him. It body blocked him, so he couldn't get out of it in time.
That's crazy, actually. Well, and here we go. The push is going to start ramping up for mid or feed. Another tier 1 tower will be taken, this time with no defense from Resolution. They'll commit everything for it, pretty much. And again, no towers have been taken yet for OG, and you expect that to be the case. Is this going to be another comeback? Because it's already getting pretty bad here for OG at this point.
Well, it is getting bad, but of course, they're still pretty strong in the teamfight department. No Tail has a haste stream picked up too, so if mid or feed overextend, he can always follow up in these fights.
He's got some levels now, too. This is what you were talking about. He could do some damage. He's going to go Veil. No Tail is getting aggressive.
I mean, this push looks pretty unstoppable.
Dude, it's insane.
Even the macro fire and the liquid fire, how can he just walk up and do anything about this?
They need the Dark Troll Summoners to get the skeletons, honestly. Weehaw, maybe scouting something out here. I don't think he's seen anybody yet, but he's still pretty close. Are they going to stop this push? Yes. Ice Armor. It's pretty value.
Yep,
pretty value.
Cancel's actually in some trouble here. Okay.
Yeah, good TP. That would be a huge kill for No Tail. I actually canceled it. Maybe he goes for the dive. No haste rune anymore. You used it already. I thought if he had the haste rune, he might go for the dive, but it's really tough on the puck.
Yep, unfortunate stuff. He cancels it thinking about maybe hanging out in the lane, and then he just ends up walking back to base.
All right, No Tail. He's almost on par with the Chen here. He's got some ways to go, but
oh, no.
Yeah, it's not good.
It just sounds so bad. Chen's got his Midas picked up. He's actually ramping up the farm now.
Oh, geez. Weeha's he's gonna transition into that carry. He's gonna be like Enchantress, throwing out the bombs, the right clicks.
Yep.
That would be sick, actually. I would pay to see that.
Minus 10-second test of faith cooldown talent at 15 and just toss out nukes.
It's crazy, yeah. Wow. That's 250 health. That's funny. 125 cast range or 30 movement speed. He's got some good talents. Plus 1,000 creep min health seems pretty good. But it's GPM for the other one, so you kind of go for the GPM, I think.
Well, you never know. He's got that hand of Midas. We'll just see.
Yeah. Perhaps he goes down that road. Ice Armor coming out into the tower again. Here comes Tomato and Cinderin. They're working on this tier 2, and they're going to find it. Liquid Fire, Blade Fury up, Tomato, and Cinderin will secure the last hit on the tower. And S4, he went for Tranquil Soul Ring, and now he's a little bit behind, but he is able to get his Blink Dagger in just a little bit. Once you have that, things get a bit more interesting for OG.
Yeah, definitely. They need that initiation so they can catch out heroes on the puck, perhaps. Start these fights on their terms. Because right now, they really don't have the way to start the fight. Rubik can walk in and casually list someone from smoke, which they're smoked up, and they're ready to go. The Resolution has his Sanji Miyagi. And you know, there's only 3 heroes up here for mid or feed.
All right, here we go. S and Y. Tower's taken. S4 still chasing. Can they find anything? Weehaw. Ooh, great ice path from Cinderin. Should be enough, but they've got the homing missile, actually. Now the Frost Blast, I believe Weehaw might be dead here. Macro Power comes out, but it's more of a line that they have to cross to get the kill, and they will.
Kills Invis here.
Oh, he almost caught him. Remnant forward, they're going to look for Cinderin. Another one coming out. There's going to be the Searing Chains, but he had the Raindrop. Ice Path coming in as well. No Tail taking a fair bit of damage. He's in trouble. Omni Slash, good Remnant away. No Tail makes it away. Tomato's pretty far forward as well. If they could get him down here somehow, they have the Shadow Amulet. He should be fine. No, they drop the Sentry. And they're not going to chase further. There's still a tower there. So, despite all of that, OG, they can't get more than 1 kill.
Yeah, but it's on the Chen, and the tower still goes down anyways.
Yeah, pretty rough.
It is a disaster. You know, this game didn't look that bad in terms of, like, how they're farming and everything, and they have their levels, they can fight, and then you say, oh, by the way, No Tail's almost caught up to Chen's net worth. That's gonna...
Man, it seems real bad.
That's what it sounds real bad, doesn't it?
Yeah. And he's gonna have
Chen is actually...
too, so.
Chen's out farming 4 out of 5 heroes on OG.
JRX going for the spin TP, nicely done. Stolen spin works out and doesn't give away a kill. And OG are going to have to get up to some shenanigans here in order for them to even come close in this game. It's much different than last game because of, again, No Tail is just as far behind, if not more, and it's looking rough.
You know, last game No Tail had a Midas at this point, right? And he was still farming.
A prize.
And that is not going to come anytime soon if he wants one.
Something you talked about, though, the Bat Rider picked up on... Sorry, the Blink Dagger picked up on Bat Rider.
Yeah.
So perhaps they can actually make a move now.
Cinderin is going to get homing missile on S4. This could be the reveal. Firefly will come through. Cinderin is pretty far already. I think S4 is going to have to divvy off. Yeah,
Cinderin's actually super fast.
They finally hit him, and then S4 is like, all right, well, that's not going to work. Good news for Resolution, though, by the way. There's this giant agent stack over here.
Nice, looking good.
So there's that. Maybe Rezo can carry this game somehow.
Yeah, I mean, even after all these towers are dropped, he's still #1 on net worth.
He's farming so fast.
Quite good.
He's gonna have BKB after S and Y. Like that's some pretty good farm.
Yeah, definitely, and he's got a ton of health. You know, this game looks pretty bad, but Resolution's on his gyrocopter looking quite strong. You know, they still have a chance, and it's not even like. I actually think they're in a better position this game than last game.
Oh, they got it. Wow, they got that stack. That's huge. Call down will come out. More farm for Rezo to come in. Oh, S4. He did not expect the, whatever it was, the Ancient Prowler Shaman to get him, but they'll take down. And Resolution is that much closer to his BKB. My God.
Yeah, very, very close. But, you know, no matter what happens, mid or feed, they're going to do the exact same thing, right? They're going to group up, run down a lane together, start liquid firing some towers. Furion has his orchid in about 50 gold, so looking good there. Chen is stacked. He has his hood, almost a pipe. Yeah,
he is very stacked. This Midas, you were talking about it, and I don't know, maybe I doubted it a little bit, but he's doing really well with it. Now on the other side, No Tail. Ooh, that orchid would have been huge for Kezu, but No Tail's able to get the Searing Chains and then just drop on out of there with the Remnant.
That would have been a huge pick if they could have gotten it. They could have transitioned into either mid-tier 2 or bottom tier 2, or even perhaps Roshan.
All right, so I know this is the first time this happened in this game, but this is sort of what happened in the previous game. That you force rotation, but you don't get the kill, and now there's 3 heroes mid. So it gives more space for this rest of OG to farm. I know it's a small thing at this point, but if that continues to happen, if OG can continue to make this space, it will be huge. And not only that, they've got the lasso one to cancel, but there's no follow-up. S4 just ran and just went for the lasso, and now they're going to head into Roche now that that's down. And I don't think you could contest this at all in any way.
I just don't see how they can start the fight now the lasso's gone, right? And they also have to walk in the pit. Pretty blind.
Yeah, they have no idea this is happening even.
But on the split push aspect you're talking about, yeah, no, that is the complete story of last game, right? Even this game, JRX on his Rubik is just running the side lanes, pushing it out, trying to get anything out there at all. And he actually has a Blink Dagger on JRX.
Yeah, I was about to mention, he is rich. He's actually so wealthy. And maybe that'll help. And despite all of it, despite what this net worth chart looks like, there's only a 4K lead for, rather 5K lead for mid or feed after that Roshan. So if OG can outlast this Roche, perhaps, if they can keep a lot of their towers alive, they might be okay. Tomato looking for a free kill onto Rezo. The courier might be his other option. He's going to try to chase it down. Now they'll see him. At least they should. Maybe not. S4 walks right by him. Now he sees him. There's the sticky napalm. Homing missile will come through. He's got the Blade Fury plus Aegis.
There's no
just spin right now. Yeah, he used it on the puck down bottom on his own for no good reason, really. Now the usage of the Shadow Blade. He still has Omni, but he doesn't have the mana. He has to wait. Now he does. They drop a Sentry. Firefly coming in. They'll stay together. Tomato actually might lose his Aegis. They'll dust. They don't get it. The Omni Slash coming in. Now they'll turn it around. Illusion Orb coming through. Resolution pops the BKB. That's the Aegis gone. And Chain Frost bounces once. Resolution has to leave. Ice Path. It will just miss from Cinderin. And now tipping away. Won't be making it in time as Fly. And that was a bit of a bait there coming out from Tomato. Nicely done.
I have some clowny plays. Just that's the space right there, right? Sometimes you've got to make plays that you don't really understand, so you confuse your enemy. OG had no idea what to do.
Just ran at him. That was the strangest thing I've ever seen. It's like, I don't have lasso, but we're going to figure this out. No tail. He's got bail at least. Remnant up and away. Nice. Misses the Waning Rift. Can he TP out? And he's going to get the bounty room. He's in there. Yep. He's in there.
Actually, he's going to go cut the wave. Okay, never mind. I thought he'd go cut the wave as well.
Look at this. Now he's got some room to farm bottom. All right, No Tail. You're still not on par with the Chen yet, but you're getting there.
It's nice to have dreams.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, man. Resolution's going to get Butterfly. If he can get Butterfly, this game could go in their favor. I don't know. He just seems so stacked now, but he's got his
definitely... He's out of control right now with his farm speed for sure. It's just a matter of how long they can hold on before they are forced to take a fight, because mid or feeds lineup right now, I mean, they could force anything that they want. As long as they just run down with that liquid fire, these towers do pretty much nothing.
Yeah,
it's just about getting there.
All right, let me ask you the question then. With the Blink Dagger on Rubik, what's the biggest steal you can get in this game during a team fight?
Probably honestly, Ice Path might be the best spell this game.
Yeah.
You know, there's the Coil, which is nice, and the Omni Slash, of course, but Ice Path with the setup of the lift is just so good this game.
Yeah, I think so as well. They need that extra disable. Kezu thought about TPing in. They're really chasing him down. Jarex comes through. He's actually pretty close to the rest of the team. Mid or feed. But again, rotation forced from Resolution. And No Tail gets some more time to work with.
So what is go time here? Like, I feel like, don't you think that they have everything they need? I know there's no Aegis now on the Juggernaut. They're probably scared of walking into a Blink Lasso into the BKB call down and everything, but just look at the way OG are split on the map, right? S4's pushing out bottom, someone was pushing on top, I think it was No Tail, and then 3 heroes are pushing mid out. While on the opposite side, it's not the same story, right? Their lanes are getting pushed into them, and they're grouped up waiting for something to happen, but they just can't make anything happen.
Yeah, it's looking pretty rough here. We'll see. Is this going to be a repeat of last game for Kezu and for mid or feed? They've got the Blink now on the Nature's Prophet. They've taken down a couple of tier 2s. Is breaching high ground going to be easier here for this Radiant squad? This time around, I should say.
You know, you imagine it is because they have liquid fire to reduce the attack speed on the tower. There's a pipe completed on Chen. They have some sustain in the Hand of God. But I don't know. It's about getting there, right? And right now, they're just not getting there.
No, definitely not. OG will continue to split push this time together as a team. Meanwhile, they will continue to farm for mid or feed. Pipe done. Aghanim Scepter going to be the next choice for the Chen. Which is going to be a pretty huge pickup. So we'll see. Treant stolen, by the way. Ooh, Jarex. Nice Treant steal.
They're farming their brains out with those trees.
They're finally going to get their first tier 1 tower, and that's where a lot of the gold is saved up here for OG. If they can get these towers down, that's way more money going back in their favor. More money for No Tail to get up to that eventual next item. He picks up the Yules. He's going to go for Boots of Travel. So No Tail has some items to work with now.
Yep, looking better. These items should help him survive. There's not a whole lot of lockdown, as we talked about in the draft, on mid or feed side.
No, yeah, for sure. So. It's actually so true. They have like an Orchid, and that's it, kind of. Ice Path. Uh-oh, top lane. It looks like they might find No Tail. Just kidding. He's out of there. He ran its way again. The Yule Scepter.
He's just dancing and toying with Jakiro in front of his face, and there's literally no stuns, right? He can always use himself after the puck stuns. Of course, that does set up the Ice Path for himself, so I mean, there is a small chance that he can die, but let's see.
He's actually just manning up so hard right now. He is not even afraid. Dual Breath will come out. Searing Chains miss on Cinderin, but he's still going to get some farm from this. Good Remnant away. So they're just staying top.
It looks super clowny, but at the same time, it's buying time for his team to keep on farming. So.
My thrift rewarded.
Yeah. Cancel will stop.
Gyro now. Your Gyro is so close to Butterfly now.
Dude, it's insane how close he is. He's going to have it in very soon. 400 gold away.
He's got some anti-mage level farm.
Dude, he does, and it might be enough. You know, they take a fight. If they get the right initiation, I could easily see Gyrocopter blowing up half these heroes. Even the Jug, for that matter. Jug is not that farm in comparison to the Gyro. If they have Dust especially. He does have the Lincoln Sphere now. That'll help him out a little bit. But of course against the Bat Rider too. But if they find a way to break that Lincoln's and sort of just lock him down, Resolution can go to town.
This looks like old TI3 Gyrocopter, where this hero was just ridiculously farmed every game.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And I don't know if it's going to be the same level in terms of what Gyro could accomplish like it did at TI3, but good silence, no tail. Dream Coil, they're not going to use it. He's kind of baiting this, Sleight of Fist Searing Chains, battling back up as well. There it is, the Butterfly. And now they've got a lot of damage on these towers. Look at how quickly this tier 1 falls. And he's going to back up. He's just going to stay safe. Probably a good idea from Resolution. They need to defend bottom too. Can they find a kill? No Teal's coming in, but the TP's coming in from Tomato. They have no way of breaking the Lincoln Sphere and getting Lasso off. And they will get a Dire Courier on the Radiant side. Kezu TP's in and grabs it. So, nice pickup.
Nice Courier snatch. Alright, Mod. This is Gyro dying in these fights, man.
I don't know. I think even with BKB, he still might have some trouble if they can get off some good spells. It's going to be kind of close. If he can get to that next big item, I think he doesn't die anytime soon. But as it is right now, we'll see. It's going to take a big fight for them to bring him down at the very least. I don't know. He's pretty tanky. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's stacked here, man.
All right, and here we go again. The split push, and OG continue to apply pressure across the map. And No Tail continues to farm, and what we talked about before still stands true. You just don't have the lockdown for No Tail. He can continue to be a nuisance. Ice Path misses onto S4. Some damage being dealt, but they'll have to go back and deal with the top tier 3 tower. When it does push in, they'll drop a sentry in the meantime, assuming Jug is going to come through. Lift comes out. They've got the last one, but it gets the spin off. This could be good. They need to turn around. The call down will go. There's the hit. God, Tomato looking for the Omni Slash. He'll find it. Resolution's still tanky enough, though, and Tomato's now in some trouble. He's got the Shadow Blade. They need this kill. Chain Frost. It's not enough. The Lincoln Sphere. They want him. They won't get him. Weehan, everybody are so low. They will get 2 at the very least. Can they find anything else? Cancel looking to reinitiate. Oh, no. No Tail. He doesn't have Remnant. He just walked in. They will get the kill onto Cancel, but now Tomato, he's getting spun on. It's a problem. Do they have any way of getting him? No, he will make it out alive, but Resolution throws in so much damage there. They take 3. Oh, my God, Brex. This is insane.
If he survives and he goes back and shrines, and now he's back. This game just, Gyro's out of control.
He is so out of control. Is this going to happen twice in a row? Is Resolution going to carry them to victory twice in a row? It seems like that's the case. At least there's a 5k network lead. They almost lost to the Jug there, and I think they know. They need some more farm of these heroes to stay alive. And No Tail does die there, but he does get at least involved in those 3 kills at the beginning of the fight. He now has Boots of Travel. And this is where it gets dangerous here for mid or feed. Meanwhile, TP S4, he has Lasso in 3 seconds. Can he find this kill? He should be able to. Blink forward, no! He missed blinks, now the Force coming out. And they need more heroes here, and now S4 has to back away.
Is under attack.
Alright, we're getting crazy.
We're indeed getting crazy. Sometimes, you know, you gotta get a little creative to win these kind of games.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, Blade Mail coming up for the Nature's Prophet. Good item for Kezu. And, again, I don't know if mid or feed, if they could have gotten high ground at any point in time. They could have gotten a tier 3. But they kind of just been split pushing and not really forcing any initiation. But again, it comes down to OG and their farm and what they're able to accomplish with these heroes in terms of split pushing themselves.
They hit that wall again, right?
Yeah.
Where Gyrocopter got his BKB, Batrider has Blink, even Rubik has Blink, and now they're scared. They don't want to take the fight and just lose it, right? So they default back into this farm mode, but they have no catch, so playing this mid game for them is extremely difficult. Freon can, of course, split push, but there's nobody that he can really play with on these sidelines to kill him.
Yeah, it's true, actually. By the way, you talked about Rubik having a Blink. He's got a Yules, too, by the way.
Yep, just racking in the farm mode.
Yeah, Jerax is just honestly so good. And he went 60 damage, by the way, for his talent. Wow. That's crazy. Uh-oh, No Tail. Should be okay. Yeah, he's fine. Bottom lane getting pushed in. Tomato, Blade Fury, Spin TP. And that'll do it. Waves pushed in now. We'll get some damage under the tier 3 tower. It is a siege creep lane too. But OG want this tier 1 so badly. And they're going to get it finally.
That was satanic being completed now. So.
All right, now he's unkillable. Now he's unkillable. That was the question you were asking. I was like, if he gets satanic, I was thinking, if he gets satanic, he's probably going to be unkillable. And yeah, I think he is.
Oh
my. He's almost 25 as well.
What is that? +4 flat cannon attacks, one would assume.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right, boys. This game's getting interesting. 3K net worth advantage looking at the graph. Again, steady rise from middle feed, and then one fight, and it drops down pretty intensely. Roshan is now up, and this might be the time to take a fight. There is a ward over here placed down, so OG, they might need a D ward before going for something. Fly doesn't have any sentries. There is an invis rune at the rune spot, by the way. And OG are just pushing the waves in again. And now maybe they can get a pick and go for Roche. Do they head there in the first place? They'll D-ward as Jerax gets the sentry down. And this is interesting.
God, it's like, it feels like Aegis doesn't really do enough for mid feed, which is odd to say because they still do have a gold lead. And then it also feels like if OG happens to take this Roche and they get on the gyrocopter, this game is over.
It's over, yeah. And they're going to try it. We should see a smoke here from mid or feed as they group up mid. I think one of them has a smoke. It's actually on center and it's flying out now. How fast is this going? Not very fast. So that's the good news here for mid or feed, is that this is taking a while. And then there's going to be a Trink coming in. They're going to have Puck coming nearby as well. Resolution might be in trouble. Lasso comes out. Who is it going to find? It's the Nature's Prophet. They need way more damage. Lift should come through. Dream Coil comes out. Hand of God. Chain Frost. The Shrine's not enough. That is a giant pick coming out for OG. That is exactly what they needed. Will they keep going? They found No Tail. He's on the Omni Slash. He's got to run it away. He can't. No Tail going in way too far. This game has just been him getting wrecked over and over and over. And what could have been a good fight for OG turns into kind of a disaster, actually.
Yeah, but Resolution does not carry. He's back in the Roche.
Still got a Satanic.
He does. Satanic, BKB. I mean, it's deceptive, right? It's 4v4, guys. There's no Ember Spirit carry. We can do this. You know, our Furion's
S4's bottom.
20 seconds before.
As soon as S4 shows bottom, you need to get out of that pit, and they do just that. This is so dangerous. Once Nature's Prophet is up, maybe OG are going to have to take a fight, because they could just go in that Roche pit and try to find something here. In fact, though, S4 is coming back in. His lasso's up in 23 seconds. A pick would be huge, but again, with no lasso. Killing cancel here. Oh, the silence, very close. Jerax almost got him. Wow, that waning rift, perfectly timed. Get lucky.
That would have been a huge pick if they could get that there.
Push in mid. Try to keep bottom pushed in as much as possible. Rezo's just going to run on in. And No Tail's back up in 3, so mid or feed can't get in the pit. They're forced to just split up the map and farm elsewhere. They're backing up again. They have another smoke. Roche is pretty low, but it's regenning up. It's at half HP right now. The Wild Wing Ripper not going into the pit just yet. Smoke from OG. No ward to spot it out for the Radiant team. They have no idea where they are now. They will see No Tail. This could be a huge kill if they can try to go on them. But he'll just clear up bottom. And again, working on Blink Dagger. Huge item. Are they going to smoke at a Roche? They see the treants. They're looking for a pick. Look at where Cinderin is placed, though, where he's staying. He's pretty inside the base at this point. Yeah, and they'll just try to get some wards down. Oh, these wards could be huge. Oh, the TP. Do they see it coming in? No. Jerax.
And so OG smoke up, hoping to make a play around the Roche pit. Nothing really happens, but they're still going to get these waves in. And honestly, that's just as scary. If you can keep mid and top pushed in the entire time and D-ward, and as long as you kill these summons like that Wild Wing Ripper inside the pit.
Uh-oh. Cinderin is in trouble. Forced away. They need a lift. Ice Path is stolen. Nicely done, but they need a lift. And Jerax, I don't think he's going to be able to get it off. Fade Bolt coming in. He really wants to scale No Tail. It's in way too deep. They'll send it back. There's the Orchid coming through. He's got Blink. Still can use it. In fact, does. And No Tail should be able to make it out just fine. They'll remnant it away. And now is this the time for them to go? They still need more damage in this Roche pit. They'll save the Wild Wing in here. They'll bring it down real quick. And now, what do you do here if you're mid or feed? You cannot let this go.
You definitely can't give this up. If you give this up, you're basically... I mean, I believe you're losing the game. Alright, they're smoking up. They're actually double smoking just for efficiency.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta blizz real hard.
Yeah, if you do. And this Roche is dying pretty fast here. They just got it out, though.
Yeah, Lucerub coming in. No Tail. He's going to get Orchided up, but he's got Yules. He's still fine. Cancel. They're looking to jump in. Nice phase shift. Ice Path coming in. Called out as well. He's in trouble. They might get him. The telekinesis, they'll bring him down. He's got buyback. The last hour to Cinderin. Buyback coming in from Cancel. They've already dropped 2. No buyback for Cinderin. Weehaw. He can't do anything but watch. He's even going to lose the Ancient Prowler Shaman. And now this is almost certainly going to be their Roche. They still have Dream Quill, though. Maybe they can fight this 4 versus 5. And meanwhile, No-Till also has to TP back, which means... I don't think he's a Remnant. No, I think it just this app disappeared. So
He's got one mid. On the
I think they're going to take this Roche, though. OG are going to grab it.
I don't think there's anything mid or feet can do to contest this Roshan. Boy, oh boy,
what a
how
game.
quickly this game has turned. And now for the first time, OG have a net worth lead.
It's crazy. It's the exact same thing as last game. It just feels so crazy how they could just make all of the space for OG and just get back into it. And there's just no high ground potential coming up from the Radiant pretty much ever. They've been pushing in this bottom lane for the past 10 minutes. They've not found any real damage of the tier 3, any significant damage anyway. But they will have to go back and defend now for OG, and No-Till will do just that. No-Till is pretty big. He's got cheese too. He drops the Veil down. Flame Guard will come out, and he should be able to take down these treants pretty easily.
Yep, Ember Spirit very good at dealing with that, but I don't know how they deal with this Gyrocopter right now. Walking up to the high ground, 30 armor, Satanic, Aegis,
Dude,
Butterfly.
with Aegis, it seems impossible. They just have no damage. He's going to just jump on Cinderin, and he's going to fall. Rocket Barrage, that'll go down. Meanwhile, No-Tail. There is the Blade Fury TP coming out from Tomato. They have to go back home. They're almost going to find the Ice Path, and meanwhile, they will get the Sleight of Fist Series Chains onto Cancel. He's a dieback if he goes down here. I don't think he will, though. Phase Shift coming in. He'll have a blink in a second. Flame Guard.
He needs waves in. Midfield have to be pretty careful leaving their base here.
Oh, Tomato. He just saw the boundary rune just disappeared. Do they have detection? They have a sentry, but they won't use it. Flutter coming out from Rezo. Weehaw. Good Yules from Cancel. And Tomato, even the Blade Fury is just getting chunked down. They're going to send him home. They'll try to fight. Here we go. Pushing again, I think. It's backdoor protected. Not anymore. He might just get this tier 3. Do they have Glyph? They do. They'll use it. Rezo going to stay here. And he's just going to work. They will D-Ward. They had a sentry drop down. Rezo, Ice Path coming in. They've got to find a jump. Macro Power coming in. He wants his tower. He's going to find it. It looks like one more hit. Hit it. No, he hit it from the low ground. Rezo! Oh, Rezo. Just hit it one more time from the high ground. Oh, man. It's going to be fine. They're going to get in anyway here. He's Satanic, by the way. Still has Aegis. Jumping in. Slide of Fist Series Chains. No-Tail's in right now. Tower will go down. Weehaw getting chased. No-Tail still looking for more damage. Weehaw looking to turn onto No-Tail Resolution. Going on the Rex. They've done a lot of damage. Hand God, they've got the last, so it's on to Tomato. They'll take down Weehaw. Now they're looking for more damage. Tomato, the spin. They've got the dust. They're going to lose the Aegis, it looks like, from Rezo. The Dream Coil coming in. Can they turn this around? They Chain Frost bouncing through, and the Omni Slash. Is it enough? Resolution's going to come back in. Tomato will fall. No buyback for him. OG are going to turn it around. They'll find another. It's 4 dead. OG have come back yet again. Now 8K up, and they will more than likely take this set of racks and perhaps more.
My oh my, comeback indeed, mods. You know, once Gyro got this BKB, they were still at a gold deficit, but it never felt like they were out of they still felt like they were in control, right? It felt like Midfield have hit that wall once again. They just can't fight into this BKB Gyrocopter.
Yeah,
Jesus,
it's crazy, man. Same thing happens 2 games in a row, and it's got to be pretty heartbreaking for Midfield when you think about it. You know?
Yeah, definitely. They come out strong, and then they're just unable to keep it rolling.
Searing Chains from No-Tail. He's in a little far. Now the call down coming in as well, and the flat cannon, and Rezo gets a double, blowing away the supports. Cancel will get out for now, but they're going to find another down bottom. Resolution gets the triple kill. They're going to move right into tier 4 towers. The Jug does have buyback, but he's not even using it. And that is GG. OG will take the series 2-0 after a well-fought battle by both sides.
Goddamn, mod. OG looked pretty good here.